Hogwarts Legacy. As we all know, there is controversy behind the Harry Potter game done by WB based on the Terf J.K. Rowling's IP, Harry Potter. I decided to purchase the game. Since, anyone black who have decided to buy it I see get targeted with the narrative. You all are gonna support a transphobe, for black hairstyles? I hate how trivializing this is. As someone who's solely purchasing this game on that very aspect, allow me to say. It's not just hairstyles. It's the feeling of being humanized and not thought of last, or simply at all. Games with creation options have been notoriously bad at that for black consumers. Sounds first world, but this is just like seeing black people in ads in the 1930s. We know the advertisers were racist, but it's nice to be seen as human where everywhere else you aren't. But JK is a transphobe. Yeah, she's a racist too. Historically speaking, so is WB and anyone in bed with her. Dig deeper, I'm sure you'll find bigots everywhere in entertainment. This shit isn't new. One of the things I've had to do as a black person is just deal with it. Like one of my first beloved things to watch was Dragon Ball Z, that features some of the most dehumanizing depictions of black people. Anime does in general has this. So supporting the opposite image feels good, even if it's just for soul that. Again, humanizing when I don't feel that way very often. So, I'm going to give them props. I understand when I pre-ordered the game, I am selling out and I own that. Just like I do when watching Dragon Ball as an escape from my own fucked up reality for a while. Just like when I listen to literally any hip-hop artist, which can be traced back to them making a rich racist cracker man richer, who probably invest in prisons, denies us access to resources, and supports laws that target us and put us in prison. Feels just as bad as my taxes going into the hands of cops who wouldn't hesitate to shoot me. I see this as an opportunity to not be angry for like 5 minutes, but I can't have that. Like always, I must wait or take the high road. Have solidarity when I know for a fact most the Choctrans folks are racists and don't give a fuck about anyone else but themselves. In lieu of this, I will cancel my order, solely because it affects black trans folks. As much as I like the feeling of being humanized, finally. If it affects the black family, I'm not down. However, everyone else. Till I see the same energy being doled out to elevate a trans creator in the place of JK. Till I see the milk trans fight racism with the same veracity. Till I see them people check their privilege and not use cloak of invisibility when confronted. It's fuck you all. To be clear, this was solely because I wanted to feel good when I constantly feel fucking angry about everything in media. Regardless of how anyone feels about the game. That one aspect humanizes a group of people previously largely forgotten and starved of representation in a community that seeks to exclude us. Acknowledge it. I say this as a black wrestling company owner who got gentrified out of his market in his city. Then told I'm racist for creating an African-themed wrestling belt trying to create a space for black wrestlers to shine. I say that as an unapologetic black novelist and comic book creator who get ignored majorly by non-black people and black consumers who beg whites and Asians for representation. I say this generally as a black man who's been about his activism and his word for 20 years. In conclusion, this feels shitty and like taking the high road again. It's also awfully trivializing this to reduce this to hair when black people constantly tell the world how much our hair means to us. Wild. So, yeah, I won't play it, but if you as a Choctrans have an issue with that, or the fact seeing the game makes me feel humanized, you can have the day you deserve.